Okay.
All right, you are live, and we're live in five,
Five, four,
four, three,
three,
two,
two,
one.
one.
What's up,
And
my man? What's up?
what's up? What's up, Gabe? How are you doing? You good?
Wonderful, my friend. Wonderful. I'm just looking at these other screens, trying to make sure that YouTube's going live and these other things are going live, but it does not seem to be.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. We are we recording?
We're live. We're live on Twitch. We're
But
live on. We're live on YouTube, actually. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we're live on
All right.
YouTube.
Perfect. All right then. Welcome. Should we just get
Well,
in? Let's get
well,
into it.
let me figure out how to record this. Well, it's gonna be recording because it's on the thing, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
Should
just
be.
check on Kick real quick and make sure it's going. Yeah, that's going too. All right,
So are we recording? Because obviously we're looking to up shit. We're looking to
yes,
yes.
yes. I think I
Well,
just paid to upgrade. Hello, everybody. We just paid to upgrade StreamYard like professionals.
hello, everyone. You've come to us in a moment of panic where we're trying to figure this shit out. You'd think the second time would be easier. No dice, no dice. Welcome. Um, have we
Wait, wait,
not
wait,
got
wait.
any?
Just wait. We haven't even started yet. It's just okay. We're talking it out,
Oh,
figuring it
oh,
out.
of
People
course.
like we don't have an intro. Like people, it's okay. People, it's okay. It's okay.
Right. Okay.
Nobody's panicking. We're all good.
Well, good. All right. Should we not have an intro? Did we have an intro song last week?
Yes, but I was using somebody else's music, which I hope they don't care, which I think should be fine. I think
Yeah.
people want to push their music out if they can. But would you like to do the same music?
Yeah. Why not? Fuck it.
All right, I think it was like 8-bit something
Yeah.
something. Let me see. 8-bit fantasy music. We can use your like kill the dragon music if you want.
Fuck it. Let's use that.
All right. What was that called?
God knows.
Depressing kill my oh there it is, depressing fantasy
There is.
music. No, it's not.
We're so professional.
We will be. We will be.
We will be. All right.
Here, I'm gonna play this and tell me if you can hear it.
Nope.
Okay, so I think I have to share my screen. So I'm gonna go down here, share screen, select tab, do window here. Okay, and
Nope.
okay. Uh, StreamYard is sharing a window.
Uh,
I don't see it.
I don't see it. No.
I don't see it. Oh, boom.
That wasn't the fucking music.
I'm just seeing if you hear it. Do you hear it?
I heard shit. I heard jack shit.
You couldn't hear it?
No, there's nothing. There's nothing at all.
No, no. But how about now?
No.
Okay, well then there is a reason for that. What is that? Stop mic cam, edit mic settings, reduce back. No, no, no. I'm sure there is a
A
here.
reason.
Here we go.
God.
Audio, microphone, default, reduce my just recording. Audio. I don't know, man. We had it yesterday. I mean, last time it worked.
We did. We're professionals, game. Come on, we've got this.
I just wonder why it didn't work. Why it was so much more difficult. Why it's so much more difficult now. Media assets. Huh. Banners, comments, end stream. Need help. Desktop. audio to stream. Oh, you know what?
What's that?
I know why. Okay, it doesn't work because last time we streamed live. You can hear it probably on Twitch or on the video because I was recording it with OBS.
Okay. Hold on.
And
Can you hear me?
yeah,
Can you? I'm not using my fucking mic. Ah, you bastard. Hold on.
there you go. That's what happens, man.
How is this?
All right, I'm recording now with OBS, and so I'm gonna play this music. You won't be able to hear it, right? You can't hear it?
Yeah, no, I can't hear it.
Okay. But it's playing in the background in OBS.
Yeah.
So, hey, why don't you try playing something?
All right, hold on. I'm just. All right, hold on. So can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Hello. Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck's sake.
What's the matter?
I'm trying to use my. There we go.
Nope. You got it now. There you are. Oh, that's better.
Sorry,
that's
yeah,
much better.
Mike. All right, cool.
All right.
How is this 6:40 in and we've not even started yet? All right, we've got this.
Hey, I'm sure whoever's watching on Twitch is like, you guys are lame. That's the only people watching because YouTube. Well, actually, that's a lie. We're streaming on Kick and YouTube. So you could actually go on your page or the page and see us acting a fool.
So let's have a look. No, that's not gonna work.
We're figuring it out.
All right, fuck it. You go.
Okay. Hey, no. Try to play something on like play a YouTube song or something. See if we can hear it.
I've tried to. It just comes up via out the speakers. Nothing to.
Okay. So you don't hear anything. I mean, I can't hear it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So what if we do this? And I'm gonna put some give me a. What do you want to listen to? What should we listen music wise?
Something fantasy-esque.
Okay.
That's
do you want to use your playlist this time since we used my funny, entertaining, goofy shit last time?
We don't have to. All right, hold on.
Just give me a search topic.
Go epic music. Let's go. Hold on. I'm gonna send this in chat. Boom.
Chat.
Where the fuck are we going? Boom. There we go. See that?
Got it.
All right.
I'm gonna try not to type much because it's so loud. Oh, wow, that looks just like you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll do this. Hour 46. Black screen. What if we do? That's good. And then here. How do I? There we go. I'm too far over here. Hold on a second. There. Why is that so far over? There we go. Oh, okay.
Boom.
So now I'm still recording. I'm stopping recording.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna start recording again. We're streaming on YouTube, but I'm gonna re-upload this from when we start now, so people watch the live stream. But there's gonna be a uploaded video that's less fucked up at the beginning.
Thanks for that. Right.
So all you motherfuckers who are laughing at us, all one of you watching and laughing at us can
suck it.
Suck. No. Thank you for watching and laughing at us. We really appreciate it. Two goofy fucking old men Oh man, you're 37, right?
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, come on. I'm itching to tell this story. Let's
Bro.
go.
Okay, so I'll press play.
Mhm.
Welcome StoryForge podcast, I guess.
Yeah, I'll do the intro. That's fine. I'll do the intro.
Okay. And then do we want to give a I'm looking down at you. I gotta change where your face is.
Yeah, let's give a recap.
Let's see.
So I'll do the intro. You give a recap, and then we go from there, I guess.
There, that's better. I'll look at you over here.
Yeah. So I'll do the intro.
Okay. Recap.
Intro me. Recap you. No intro. Little bit of banter. Recap. Go.
Recap. You go first or me go first?
You can go first. Cool. You can go first. Because you went first the last time. So
you go first.
Okay, cool. All right.
Well,
so,
I mean, let's just switch off. That way it's a fun kind of...
Yeah, okay, so
intro like me. You're black. You start black. I'll start with white. I'll start with white. You start with black. Vice versa.
So, yeah,
chess,
so intro
chess,
me.
not race, motherfucker. I saw your face. You go.
You go black, I go white. All right. Anyway, so intro B, banter, then recap.
Recap me.
Huh?
Yeah. Recap me.
Yep.
Chapter 1,
and then I'll go. Yeah. All
right. So I think just for clarification's sake, as this is a podcast,
yep.
So we're episode 1, right? Not chapter 1. Now we're episode 2. So like an hour, kind of the same.
Yeah. Perfect.
So maybe the mindset is, for me anyway, this is what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
The end of each podcast is like the end of a chapter, kind of a chapter arc in my mind.
Okay.
I'm thinking, but it doesn't have to be. I'm just trying to get some shit together because I don't know what I'm gonna say.
All right, just have fun with it. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's go. All right, and I'm gonna start recording now.
Cool.
Music on.
Welcome to the StoryForge podcast. We are back. What the fuck was that? We are back again. Welcome to the shit show, StoryForge podcast. I'm sorry, ladies and gents. I am dreadfully sorry. It should get easier when you've done something once, but for us, for some fucking reason, it's taken us nearly half an hour to get here. But anyway, welcome to the StoryForge podcast. My name is Dominique Mondesir. My wonderful co-host is Gabriel Rathweg. And we are here after this episode 2, to tell you a wonderful, delightful story taking off from last week. Just a brief recap from me. I write science fiction and fantasy. You can find all my books on Amazon. Bestseller at the moment is Junkyard Dogs. I've got a book coming out, Destroyer of Gods, in November. So please pre-order and check that out. If you like Naruto, if you like One Piece, if you like Cradle, if you like any of that shit, this is my love letter to you. Gabe, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. That was a wonderful introduction, dude. That was so good. I was not doing anything technical on the sides and looking over other places and doing other things with the music, and it will not sound bad at all when you listen to it on episode 2 when it comes out on YouTube. Doing great, man. Excited to do this. I know we said we do it every Tuesday, but you were so amped up, dude. You couldn't wait any longer. I felt like I was with like a 12-year-old schoolgirl trying to go to a candy store, man. I was like, shit.
Couldn't wait, man. I couldn't wait.
Me either.
Normally,
I'm so excited.
Folks, we are going to put this out every Tuesday. Sometimes we might drop an extra episode here or there. Depends if we have time. We're going to try and drop as many as we can because we've enjoyed the first one so much. Gabe, what you got going on?
Oh man, my life is hectic, bro. I'm so busy. I'm just such an important, amazingly busy person that, like, where do I even start? But I guess I'll begin with the book I'm currently writing, as my singles of streamer viewers can attest to. that I'm writing a book called Mercenary Reincarnated as a Chef 3. I went 3. And I'm at 85. What did I get to, actually? Hold on. I just passed 85,560 words, so I'll be done in a week or less with this book, and that completes a contract for the lovely Athon Book Publishers. And with that, man, just pushing books out. Got another from Chef the Crafter that I have fans, man, that like me. They really like me, and
it's always good.
It is good. Yeah. And I'm gonna do fresh from Chef the Crafter to Conqueror next. And yeah, this podcast, man. So lots going on, bro.
Lots going on. I'm enjoying the podcast. As always, please like and subscribe. I feel like a real podcaster saying that. Please like and subscribe and share and tell your friends, tell your dog, tell your granny, tell everyone. Come and watch StoryForge podcasts wherever you can.
And if you find that this video gives you value, give us a like and a subscribe. Have you ever heard that? That's like the new thing. If you find value from this video, if you feel like you've learned anything from this video, just give us a thumbs up and a like. I appreciate it. Did you know that 75% of people don't hit the subscribe button, but they watch the videos?
I will not be saying that because that makes you sound like a dickhead.
Hey, man, that's what they say. I always go, that fucking dickhead.
That fucking dickhead. Just like and subscribe. If you like the podcast, like and subscribe. Even if you don't, just shut up and go away. But if you do,
if you don't, that's great. Just buy a book or 2 or 3 or 4. Man.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd much rather you buy a book than like and subscribe, man. Come on.
That is true.
Buy a book if you hate us, and then leave a bad review. That's great.
That's great. I've got some of the best bad reviews you can ever have. I love a good bad review. Yeah.
Oh, it used to get to me so bad. I'd read it and I'd stare at it and I'd reread it and I'd draft like a page and a half, just eviscerating this motherfucker, whoever it is, and then I would delete it and go. But inside.
Some of the best bad. I use some of the best bad reviews as advertising. Some of the best ones, like too much sex, too much violence, too much gratuity. What's happening with the world? I was like, perfect.
I love it when somebody's like, there's so much swearing. Ugh, it shows an obvious lack of talent if you swear. I'm like, motherfucker, have you lived a life?
Have you read Stephen King?
No, I'm just saying you've been in a situation where just the only word that's gonna work is
just fuck. It's just
or
fuck.
A shit or son of a bitch. There's no other. There's no other.
I don't. That's what. Yeah, I like a good swear word. I do love a good swear word.
That erudite Pavlovian skirmish. No, it just doesn't.
It's
piece
fuck,
of shit.
It's a piece of shit. Yeah.
When you say it, it makes it sound so like posh and like, oh yeah, we're talking about something very highbrow right now.
Very highbrow. That's the. I'm trying to bring the class to the podcast.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying. We've got both sides. We got our little brothers over there, and we got the big D's over here.
All right. Before we get to sidetracked, should we recap on what happened last week, sir?
100%.
Take it away.
Well, hold on one second. Just let me pull up that document that had the names of everybody so I can remember them. MR StoryForge podcast. Okay. So Okay, so I believe our 2 main characters, John Johnstonson, aka Sam the Man, and Ryan Siegler, aka Ryan Sinclair. I totally thought you said Ziegler. I was like, all right, he's German. Let's go. Ryan Siegler. The aging former heavyweight champion of the well-known.
No. You've got it wrong, my friend.
SC, but now disgraced cage fighting bare knuckle brawler.
No, you got that wrong.
What are you talking about? Like I thought that like the beginning of the last time, like we were in this like underground.
Wait.
in my mind, this is what I thought. I thought your character that you're
Yeah.
the one that you're creating
Yeah.
was a champion MMA fighter that stopped fighting regular MMA and then went into the world of underground fighting, and it was fighting for like uh, an underground championship match for like the king of the underground people. Is that wrong? Like
Yeah.
the underground, like Lionheart, you know, like Bloodsport.
He is uh aging fighter with a lot of injuries, Ryan Sinclair, and is
Ziegler.
Sinclair, and yes, it's an underground fight. He's this I'd say disgraced, but anyway, he's fighting on the ground. He's fighting for money. He's fighting for his daughter's tuition, and his bitch of an ex-wife who won't let him go.
So he was never like a professional fighter.
Yeah, he was. He was a professional fighter, but just didn't make it to the big leagues.
Ah, okay. Hold on. I got.
Yeah,
Hey,
you got. You
take
got.
over for
All
take
right,
over for a
I'll take
second.
over. Go on. I'll take over. Go on.
I gotta put this cat out.
So recap Ryan Sinclair, aka me, ex-wife, bad marriage. His daughter is we've not touched on her too much, but she is in a special school. She's not special needs or anything, but she's in a special school. He needs the money to put her through. Too bad, dodgy knees. You know the story. Then we've got John Johnsonson, aka Sam, which is Gabe's character, physical therapist. He is a rich boy who is trying to walk away or run away from his father's shadow. We start where John is rubbing Ryan down, not in that way, but he's rubbing Ryan down just to warm him up. There's an earthquake. There's some sort of disturbance. We rush out of the cage, not the cage, the ring. Sorry, go through this smoke, and we end up into this other world where this huge battle is happening between these giant green bastards, orcs and goblins, and not human knights on horseback. We find out that Ryan has some sort of healing ability that he uses with his fighting, and John has dancing magic, which he uses to his ability. We destroy a bunch of orcs, and we are at the precipice where these knights are coming towards us to talk to us. We also learn briefly that as Ryan kills this orc shaman, he calls us outlanders, I believe the term is. And
Is
that's where we are.
Thank you for doing the recap. That was wonderful. I apologize. I had to step out.
All right, you take it away, sir. Take it away. Let's get into this.
All right, here we go. I'm going to start the music, which I've been turning off and on regularly. I can't hear you.
I've muted myself. Go.
Okay. Oh, I should do that too when I'm done. All right, in between. Good idea. Okay, and here we go. Welcome to episode 2 of the StoryForge podcast. John Johnston, aka Sam the Man, flicked his spent cigarette butt a half dozen feet away and watched it land in the bright emerald green grass. He turned and looked at his companion, Ryan Sinclair, the once hugely muscled yet badly deformed MMA fighter who somehow was now back to his 19-year-old body, his giant cauliflower ears and mutilated face, handsome once again. I thought about the unfairness of the universe and how it was that someone like the music's really loud. Someone like like Ryan would have such luck to have a second chance at life, and not only a second chance, but one that restarted in his prime, while I, a highly educated, extremely well read, and traveled person of not small means, is forced to dance like a Katy Perry knockoff while humming and singing songs that Gen Xers would probably punch me in the mouth for. Who are you? A gruff voice, oh shit, I forgot about the dozen knights behind us, yelled, calling out calling out at us. I looked at Ryan, unsure of what to do next.
Is it me?
Oh yeah.
What? ah, ah, ah. Today's going off the track. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
We're
this is
back.
going great. It's going great. It's beautiful, beautiful.
I turned to John, taking him his bewilderment as the last dregs of his cigarette left his mouth. The knights in front of us had more scars than I had hot dinners. Swords gleamed in the sun, axes rested on backs, and maces dangled against fires. Licking my lips, I looked amongst the carnage of the dead orcs, I guess, around us, and took in the situation. With blooded fist, I looked to this leader of knights, blonde hair poking underneath his helmet, shaggy beard cut trim into a goatee, green eyes staring my way. My name's Ryan, this is John, I pointed, aka Sam. We're kind of new here. The knight looked at us up and down while his hand inched towards his sword handle. He said. And are those friends of yours? He pointed behind us. I didn't turn, staring him dead in the eye. As you can quite see, I said, lifting up my hands with blood and gore covered over them. They were no friends of ours. We just happened to turn up. And John went to open his mouth, but I elbowed him in the gut. And we just stumbled upon them. By chance, I guess. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. He looked me dead in the eye. I could tell he was thinking about taking my head off. But with a sigh, he let out. My name's Peter. Peter Jones. These behind me are my men. We heard of a disturbance on our perimeter, and we came to find these orc scum trying to infiltrate. Nothing but dirty, rotten savages. He spat on a corpse near his horse. So, if you're not friends of these savages, then who are you friends of? What alliance? What army? What region do you come from? John?
All right. That's it, Captain Kangaroo. I said in my best corporate raider voice. I had a life. I had a whole entire life before I became some scumbag personal trainer for some down and out prize fighter. The only way to handle situations like this and people like this was showing them how big your balls were, no matter how big your balls really were. The saying, sometimes the bark is never as bad as the bite, well, fuck that. Listen here, Peter Jones or whatever your name is. I'm Sam the Man. This is Ryan goddamn Sinclair, the youngest prize fighter to ever become a champion in the underground ring from where we come from, which is a hell of a lot harder and badder than anywhere you Nancy boys can even imagine. Yeah, you look hard with your big old horses and your steel plates and armor covering you and your pointy swords. But you see my boy here? Look at him. Look real close. Get your eyes, feast upon it. That's bare skin. Bare, blood covered, 100% red blooded male skin. Now, if you don't want what happened to them, I didn't look behind me, I just gestured with the thumb. You might want to change your tone, pal. You might want to change your tone. I stopped there, Sam the Man, realizing that I may have pushed the scruffy, green-eyed, third world smelling knight too far. But just as I thought he was gonna yank that sword from his scabbard, he instead took a deep breath. Then two, then three. Then the motherfucker bowed. I stepped back, expecting some kind of trick, as did Ryan. But he just bowed, as did the 12 other knights behind him. All right, man, I said to Ryan. This is getting a little weird. What if we just run?
Nah, fuck that. Looking at the 12 knights before us, bowing, a plot started to formulate in my mind. Looking over to John, I whispered under my breath, just go with this. I've got this. Turning back to Peter Jones, who slowly rose up and looked me in the eye, I took a step forward and rested one hand on his shoulder. Well done for recognizing who we really are. I could see confusion, but also fear pass through his eyes and sweep through the ranks of his men. We were sent here on a secret mission. By who? That information is not for your ears. There is something afoot in the kingdom, something gravely afoot. These skirmishes are jested behind me are a dime a dozen. They've been happening along the border from here to the north, to the south, to the west, to the east. Something is brewing. Someone is leaking details. Details of army movements, of food shortages, of money spent. There is a traitor among your midst. A rotty, dirty traitor. And we are here, Peter, to find out who. I can't discuss more than that, but if you and your men would like to escort us to the city, we'd be most grateful. If not, then I guess we have a problem on our hands. Peter looked behind him, taking in his men, before he gestured to me. Do you mind giving us a minute while I discuss these details with my men? As you understand, we're not used to such interlude. That's not the right word. Fuck it. We need time to discuss this. He walked away while I turned to John, who I also put to the side. He looked at me in confusion. What are you doing? He said. Listen, we don't know where we are. We're high here. We've got no food. We've got no water. Just let's go with it. We both know from history, white dudes with swords and horses, it never turns out well for anyone. So just go with it. Let's just get to some town or city. I don't even know if they've got fucking the internet. Let's just go and find out what we can. Afterwards, we'll see if we can get back to whatever portal or weird shit that was. But we both know we are not home at the moment. Wherever this Narnia, Lord of the Rings bullshit is, we're deep in fantasy country. What do you think?
Yeah, Toto, I don't think we're Kansas anymore. Sounds like a plan to me. I have no other good idea. I answered Ryan, and we made small talk as we waited for the knights to finish their whatever it was they were saying. After a couple minutes, Peter strode back over, two of his knights flanking him. We've come to a decision. We're not going to kill you. I looked at Ryan, and he looked back and shrugged. Well, that's something, I said. Peter gave me a long, hard look as if he was staring at a particularly disgusting bug or other equally nasty object stuck to in his field of vision. With a tired and torturous sigh, he turned back to Ryan. If it was just your friend, I'd have killed him. But we watched how you handled those goblin kind, especially the orcs and the shamans. And far be it from me, Captain Peter Jones of the Knights Who Say Knee, to ever deprive this world of Gaia, a strong warrior in the battle against the darkness, especially one as well endowed as yourself. Unfortunately, we cannot escort you to the closest town. We are on a quest of our own. We have yet to even begin to finish the first part of our quest, which is to acquire a shrubbery. So, good luck with you. Head due east. There is a large miners' village in that direction. You should be able to find, at the bare minimum, some food and drink. I'd wish you both well, but I'd be lying. Now, gentlemen, follow me. The knight turned and walked back to his horse, his companions following along behind him, but not after both of them hawking giant loogies and spinning them in our general directions. I could tell that maybe we weren't very well liked by those men. When I turned to say so to Ryan, he'd already turned away and begun walking east. Maybe it was just me who wasn't very well liked by those men or any others. Wouldn't be the first time. I shrugged and began following after my larger and somehow younger friend. Thoughts of what possibly could have happened to us to bring us in this situation tumbled through my mind, yet like a spinning marble inside a lottery urn. Yet the only thing I could think of was, this is so fucked. This is so fucked. Over and over and over. I couldn't rationally come up with any valid explanation that would send us from a underground championship fighting ring to a grassy field full of magic wielding orcs and goblins, dickhead blonde haired knights, and Neanderthal cage fighters turned post pubescent teenage men.
The walk was long and arduous. I was fucking barefoot. Ugh. Back on Earth, I'd left my trainers and everything else there. Naked, with my dingling swinging from left to right. The hot sun scorched my back as we just kept on walking. 1 hour turned into 2, 2 turned into 3. And as we slowly kept on walking, the fields on either side of us was something to behold. Plants of purple, green, orange, some pink, swayed back and forth in the breeze, causing a scent to waft across our face. Mixing that with the shit I could always constantly smell in the fields, it was a weird experience. A cry, much like a hawk, sounded above me, and I took in a bird with a wingspan about a good 6 feet in length. What the fuck was that? As it slowly circled, I could see more birds coming into view. 1, 4, 5. Oh shit. They circle slowly and slowly, get descending upon me. I look behind me and I can see that dickhead John, head down, twiddling his fingers, none the wiser for the danger that was about to come to us. Slowly walking, eyes still above me, I scanned the ground and saw what I was looking for. Rushing forward, I picked up a handful of rocks and kept on walking nonchalantly while the birds got lower and lower until one swooped in. I whipped the first rock towards it. In a puff of feathers, I took it straight in the chest. The caw from it sounded as the others quickly descended. Rushing to the nearest tree, I launched rock after rock after rock, taking a few while the cries from John sounded behind me. I didn't care, if I was honest, what happened to John, but I felt some sort of kindred spirit. We both got in this together and we'd both get out together. John, get your ass over here. He ran, dog-legged, hopping and skipping and dancing, muttering some long lost track. Was it Katy Perry? Taylor Swift? I wasn't sure. All I knew that the more he sang, the more he sparkles. One more came towards me. Clawed the side of my face. The sting I could feel as blood trickled into my eye. Grabbing the bird that was all black, looked like a cross between a raven, a hawk, and a large-ass vulture. I snapped its neck in half, used its body as a bat, and swung left to right, knocking fucking birds out of the sky as John, dear sweet John, curled up in a ball while birds just pecked his ass and pecked his body.
I was walking along behind Ryan, deep in thought, trying to understand what had happened to me, when out of the blue, all I hear was, "Sam, John, whatever the fuck your name is." And I look up to see Ryan with hands full of some type of feathery monstrosity flailing around like a transsexual go-go dancer on a Tuesday night in the meatpacking district. What in the... And then they were upon me. I hit the ground as hard as 7, 8, 9, 10 huge thumping huge bodies crashed into me, thumping into me hard and bearing me under the weight to the ground. Then pain lit up all over my backside as stabbing pricks of visceral agony shot up and down my body. What is going on? I screamed, curling up into the fetal position and trying to cover myself up as much as I could. Yet, the defensive action doing nothing to alleviate the consistent pecking that hit me in the back like a jackhammer, like a legion of jackhammers. My mind started to go black as the pain overwhelmed my ability to think. And then it happened. Clarity struck like a bell ringing. One pure note, like a rock being tossed into the middle of the pond, flowing out in a perfect circle. Suddenly, I knew exactly what I could do. I knew exactly who I was now. And I knew exactly how to get out of this situation. Energy began to well up inside me. I could feel it starting inside my belly, radiating like a ball of burning light, pulsing larger and larger and filling me up from the inside out, stretching with each peck into my ass, beating like a drum. Peck, grow, peck, expand, peck, boom, peck, boom. And then curled up in a bleeding, physically destroyed ball of blubbering agony and self-recrimination, I began to sing. The words came from that glowing force inside of me, erupting out in pure, unadulterated notes of power. Words so old, words that were so full of meaning, they transcended space and time. And I sang them, and I sang them loud. Over and over again, I sang, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Chili's baby back ribs. Chili's baby back ribs. Barbecue sauce.
Ah. As I swang for the rafters, knocking birds out of the sky, I heard the mistakable notes of baby back, baby back ribs, baby back. The ball of fear that was Ryan Johnson, aka Sam, started to glow. The light pulsed and pulsed and pulsed, getting faster with each note. Slowly, I could feel the heat coming from where he lay. The birds tried to escape, but to no avail. He forgot of panic. The light exploded out, eviscerating all in a holy light that was both beautiful, majestic, and slightly creepy to behold. As the light washed over John's attackers, I saw the birds turn into skeletons and then dust Pure sparkles of glitter, like a 6-year-old princess's birthday party, flew into the air. Taking on this both horrifying but majestic view, one thought crossed my mind. Why the fuck was it always glitter and sparkles with this guy? Nevertheless, the light was so brightening to my eyes. I could see nothing for a couple of seconds, but only hear silence. As my vision returned, our pursuers, attackers, had vanished, leaving me scratched up and bleeding, and John with a one too many pecks in his ass. Walking towards him, as he still sang, I reached down, hand gesturing, as my cuts and bruises slowly started to heal. You all right? He looked at me, slightly fearful, slightly angry. No, I'm not. This fucking place has tried to kill us multiple occasions, and we've been here less than fucking 8 hours. What is going on? As his rage rolled towards me, I tried to offer an explanation, but the only thing I could do is shrug. Look, I know we're not in the best place at the moment. I know this ain't fucking Narnia, but we've got a destination. Let's get to safety, and then we'll try and figure this shit out. His hands tensed in balls. I could see he still wanted to go. Look, you're just coming down from adrenaline rush. I got that all the time during fights. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. He did as I said, begrudgingly at first, and then slowly, as he allowed the breath to take him, the adrenaline that he was feeling slowly dissipated, and he came back to himself. Come on, partner, let's go. It was another half an hour, and we're still walking. We were still walking. As in the distance, I could see the oldest, shittiest medieval buildings you could ever describe. Half shanty town, half stink, and half just all shit. Slowly filled our view, as before us, homes made of rocks and bit of dirt, homes that looks like people were living on the fucking ground like some hobbits. Homes made of nothing but just bamboo or bits of wood, stretched as far as the eye could see. It wasn't quite a town. It wasn't quite a city. It was something in between. Moreover, a collection of people had just said, enough is enough. We're setting up shop here, and others slowly start to join them. The smell hit me, something chronic. Oh, fuck, I hate old medieval shit. I said, I turned to John. Do you know why when anyone always asks me, would you love to be a time traveler? I always said, fucking no. Because whenever you think about the olden days, back in the past, you always think of one thing: rotten teeth, bad hygiene, shit, and just hair as far as the eye can see. I want a shower, I want a good meal, and I want some fucking clothes. John looked at me, lost for words. Just come on, I don't care. We kept on walking, and it wasn't long until we came across our first person. Hunched over, with more warts on moles in her face than you could count. Hood covering her head, crooked nose poking out of it. She looked at us as she butchered some sort of animal in front of her hovel. Hello, dears. How can I help? I looked to John before turning back to her. You can, but before I could answer, John jumped in.
Oi, what's all this then? Ryan said, and I put my hand in front of him to stop him. I just knew he was going to say some innate comment to that old lady man person thing over there eating that. I think it was a dog. I gave John a side eye and shook my head. We're just looking for somewhere to clean up, get something to eat. We ran into some knights earlier, and they said that there was a mining town over here, but all I see is a collection of hovels and... But anyway, is there a mining town around here? I asked the decrepit, wart-covered, probably leporatic old woman. I think that's a word. Leprosy? Leporatic? I don't know. Make it up. Without pausing from slicing bits of blood-covered dead animal, she answered me. Well, Sonny, if you head this way... She took her knife and flung it while pointing the opposite direction, flinging a stream of blood and offal covering Ryan from toe to tit. Luckily, I dodged to the side just in time and bowed slightly to the old woman and turned to walk quickly away, leaving my companion to stare at himself in disgust. Thank God for small miracles, I whispered under my breath. Eventually, cursing loudly, Ryan stumbled along after me, and we walked along the makeshift sewer and bathing area the people seemed to use that fronted the collection of hovels. 10 minutes later, we reached the largest hovel. This one constructed out of not only broken and used pieces of wood and stone and other hazardous material. This one had at least one layer that seemed to be completely of stone. And in front of it was the first being that I'd seen that didn't seem to be infected with some sort of plague along with every other parasite and disease known to humankind. I stopped, carefully pausing before I placed my foot in a particularly suspect-looking puddle of ooze and asked my companion, "What now? You think we should go inside? And if we do, good cop, bad cop, big dick, little dick, nice guy, mean guy. I mean, there's lots of ways we can play this. But remember, both of us don't heal up like some kind of weirdo fucking Satanist magician person who sold his soul to turn 19 again. I don't know if you can see me, 37-year-old, unhealthy, skinny fat, white-ish American, okay?
I took in John's rumblings and I dismissed them. The Yank was always complaining about some bullshit. Not all of us had a rich daddy that could... Not all of us had a rich daddy that could fund our lifestyle while we traveled to wherever back end of Ibiza and another island and this island and the fire song this and whatever, Burning Man that. Look, he wasn't the one covered in blood and fucking awful by that witch bitch behind me. As I took in the structure in front of me, there was one or two ways we could do this. Could either barge in, dick swinging, fist punching, or we could go in and try and outsmart these folks. Judging by the river shit that was behind me and the upstairs window where someone was taking a piss, I don't think these folks were too smart. If we played this right and not con these people, but maybe just maneuver them in the right way so we got what we wanted out of it and we didn't get killed or get disease or any other plague nonsense these people are carrying, as someone stumbled past us with more warts. And what's that? Some sort of leech underneath his... Oh. Anyway, I looked to John, took a deep breath, and said the only thing that mattered. Look, we're up Sheets Creek, literally. Let's go in, find whoever is fucking charge of this place, and just say what we said to those night dickheads back there. We're from the realm. John interjected. What realm? We don't even know what this fucking place is called. Doesn't matter. We're from the realm. We just play it by ear. We go in. We say we're here to defeat the darkness, was it? Defeat whatever fucking big bad monster there's always attacking these places. There's always someone attacking these places. We're just here to help. We're here to help. That's all they need to know. We're here to help. We're here to kick some ass. I think it's maybe best that we don't disclose that you can dance and sing like a pixie and magic comes out of your ass and I can heal like anything. We just go in, have some words, and try to come out of this alive. Got it? John looked at me with reservation before he nodded. Okay, let's go. We stepped through, but before we could even get through the door, a short troll-like thing came towards us, barring one hand in front of my chest. Oi! What want? I looked at John in panic, but thought, fuck it, let's just go with this. Have you not heard? We're from the realm. Your Lord has sent us to find out what the fuck is going on down here. The squat human troll-like thing took a step back. He looked at me up and down. He sent you naked. I took a step forward, crowding his space. Don't worry what the fuck I look like. He sent us to find out why you and that dickhead Peter Jones we met back yonder isn't doing your job. We were ambushed by a bunch of orcs, shamans, and other fucking green bastards while you were here with your thumb up your ass doing jack shit. So, do I have to speak to you? Or do I have to speak to whoever's in charge around here to find out what's going on? Fear and confusion swept around his face when I took another step back and I took another step forward. Because I'll tell you what, my friend. Our sire is not happy with you lot. And you know what happens when our sire isn't happy, don't you? He took a big audible gulp before getting out of the way. I walked past him but stopped and didn't even turn my head his way. Who's in charge? Who is in charge? Kurt, sir. Kurt. And where do I find Kurt? He pointed. Well, what, sire? He normally is in his bedroom. I looked at John in confusion. In his bedroom. The sun's up. It's gone past midday. Why is he still asleep? He's cut. What floor? He gestured to. I nodded. Thank you. John, let's go.
I watched Ryan walk up to the ugly little monster and begin bullying it. And at first, I was all for it and about to join in. And then I noticed something. The stinky little ugly creature had a giant pair of tits. And then I noticed something else. That wasn't a monster. It was an ugly little woman. And then it hit me. I slowly spun in a circle, looking around at the hovels and the stink and the shit and the dilapidation and all the hideous people. And then I saw it. It clicked. They were all women. They were all hideously ugly, deformed women. Ryan had just upped his intimidation factor, and then I heard the little ugly fat woman go k-k-k-k-k-k, causing me to turn back to see what was going on. I turned back just in time to see the little trollish female, scurry away as Ryan barked at her back. You tell him I'm coming! You tell him! I said you tell him! I gave my companion a weird look, wondering why he sounded like a southern gentleman, but shook my head and forgot about it for now, as there was something more important going on. Why were we in a town full of ugly, stinky, fat little women? Ryan had to have noticed, although maybe he didn't. He walked inside, and I saw him disappear in the doorway of the 2-story death trap that seemed to double as the local leader's house. Took a deep breath, steeled myself, hopped over the rivulet of feces and slow-moving water, and followed him inside the domicile. I blinked my eyes for a moment, looking around in the darkness. And the first thing I noticed was the physical punch in the face type of smell that literally caused me to fall backward outside the doorway. John screaming like a child who'd just been kidnapped by a pedophile and was doing his thing in the back of a van, followed me out the door a moment later.
What the fuck? What is that stink? Jesus. Eyes streaming. I tried not to gag, as it felt like someone's fist was being shoved down my throat. What the? No one likes to be fisted. Taking a step back, I spat before looking for something to cover my face. Finding nothing, I pointed to the troll thing and said, clothes. She looked at me confused before I gestured to my naked body. I need clothes. She turned back and looked at me. Kurt and you, same size. Fuck, I thought. I'd have to be boring Kurt's clothes. But to be boring Kurt's clothes, I'd have to enter this horrible, taking a deep, shit. Not taking a deep breath. I covered my mouth and went in. Fuck it, I said to John. I need clothes. We need answers. Let's go in. Walking in, I saw John shaking his head. I grabbed him by the shirt and pulled him. If I'm fucking going in there, you're coming in there with me. We walked up a flight of rickety stairs And as I took the 5th stair, my foot went through the plank of wood. For fuck. Praying to everything that's holy, I bent down, pulled out the splinters in my foot, and continued on. The corridor that met us was slanted and covered in images of a bare-chested bearer man in some weird sexual what the. Each pose was him surrounded by a group of women. He looked like something out of some weird sex cult. While we kept on walking further and further, a door was at the end of the corridor, and as we got closer, sounds of moans and excitement that I only knew too well echoed along the walls. Anger now building as the smell kept getting worse. I stomped forward, not giving a fuck. As the door loomed in front of me, I swung my leg back and booted it off its hinges. Door flying forward, I took in the scene that greeted me. Arms, legs, bodily fluids, more hair than I could. On a carpet were 1, 2, 3. Fuck. I stopped counting. There was one grotesque looking human being with more hair than I knew what, in a bundle of limbs. At first, I recognized my error. The thing downstairs was in fact a woman, and more women like her were groping, stroking, and kissing who I could only guess were Kurt. Startled as the door flew and smashed against the wall, Kurt looked at me in shock. Who the fuck are you? I took a step forward and stopped as my bare foot squished on something. I didn't want to look down. Instead, I stared him, fixed his sword with a death stare. Who I am, you hairy fuck, doesn't matter. Why I am here, does. He looked at me, confusion slowly clouding off his face. I could see his sword just out of reach. He leaned to, Before you reach for that sword, Kurt, I would suggest you think otherwise. Suspicion slowly crawled up his face. Why? Because we're here, Kurt, to discuss why there are orcs running rampant along your borders. I was sent by, he gulped, I was sent by that person to figure out why nothing's been done. Why this town, I said in air quotes, is filled with shit, disease, and only women. Where are all the men folk? He looks at me. Now confusion turned to slight fear. I took a step forward. Where are all the men folk? What? All of them, Kurt? All of them? I took another step forward, my feet sticking to the fucking floor. All of them wore? Or all of them killed while you fucked their wives? John stumbled in after me, slipping and falling flat on his back with a wet squelch. Everyone turned to look at him while he slowly sat up, covered in semen?
The smell was so overwhelming that I couldn't get my bearings and lost my way as I followed Ryan up the stairs into the second floor of the shit hovel. The putrid stink of shit, rot, death, and whatever else was there combined to create a perfume so nauseating that the throw up that involuntarily rose inside of me blocked my ability to take a fresh or not so fresh breath of air. I staggered into the wall of the second floor landing, gasping for any type of air, the vomit not going down nor able to come out the other way. The seconds ticked by and panic welled up inside of me as I choked on my own vomit due to the stink surrounded me. Fucking Ryan, fucking place, fucking everything. It's just fucking ridiculous. The thoughts just spun in my mind over and over again on repeat because I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get any air. And then finally, my legs gave way and I tripped. Somehow, I made it through the doorway into the room that Ryan was standing in. But somehow, I also missed the giant man and splayed out on my back across the filthy wooden slats. But that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was the moment I hit the ground, I could feel a wet, sticky, glue-like substance adhere from the bottom of the small of my back all the way up to the top of the nape of my neck. Sometimes in your life, you've lived long enough to know immediately what something is when it happens without even having to spy your eyes upon it. There was a brief period when I was in college getting my first medical degree that I'd gotten so blackout drunk that the fraternity brothers and I decided it'd be a great idea to head to the local sorority house. Well, we were so blackout drunk, we ended up at the fraternity house, not the sorority house. And when I came to, I woke up with blinding light on the floor with my back glued to the carpet. It was then I realized that semen is a very, very hard adhesive to get rid of, especially when it's attached and dried to human skin. This was that same exact feeling. But on the bright side, the silver lining was the vomit that I'd been unsuccessfully trying to vacate from my throat was launched out as my back hit the floor covered in hairy man's ejaculate. The mostly liquid projectile flew across the room in a rainbow arc, directly onto my companion's already effluvia-covered chest, giving him a artist's rendition of the most disgusting bandolier I could ever imagine. I sucked in a deep lungful of air, oblivious, or at least not minding at that moment that I took in the smell as well. But after a second, I caught my breath and then painstakingly lifted myself up from the floor, the entire room's eyes upon me. That's it. No more Mr. Fucking Nice Guy. I glared at the hairy man, his hairy troll women, my nasty looking companion, and began to sing. Do you want to pause or you want to keep going?
What we at now?
We're at an hour, 7 minutes.
Let's go a little bit longer. I looked down at my chest. Lost for words.
Real quick, isn't this like funny? It's like going back and forth and going back and forth and seeing who can be more nasty.
I look down at my chest, lost for words. The sick on it was warm. Ugh. This day was one of my worst in history. Not only was I now standing naked in another hairy man's bedroom, surrounded by, I would hazard a guess to say women, but eh, being attacked by birds, being burnt alive, and experiencing that excruciating pain while fighting orc-like creatures, losing out on my title fight, and being transported to another world. I couldn't think of one. Maybe as a thought entered my mind, there was one thought, one heartbreaking thought that was close to this humiliating moment when my ex-wife filed for the divorce. When my future wasn't so bright after my second knee op, after losing to a random journeyman, and my star didn't look so bright. Coming home to find a note on the fridge saying, this shit isn't working, and I expected more. And underneath said note was divorce papers. Well, I sat in that living room with those papers clutched to my hands. Maybe then that was my worst day, with zero money in the bank because she'd taken it all, and our child and our daughter. Maybe then was tied to this. But as the smell of John sick hit my nostrils, I had to strongly disagree. The singing began next to me, and for once pissed me off. John, shut the fuck up. This is not the time or the fucking place. Are you Kurt? He nodded numbly. I need hot water and clothes and food now. He looked confused. Hot water, my lord? It's called a bath, you troglodyte. If you have anything resembling soap in this shithole, I'd also need that. He looked confused before I took a step forward. Do not make me repeat my fucking self. After we've washed, fed, and clothed, we shall have a discussion regards to what is going on here, what needs to be done, and what your punishment is. John looked at me in confusion, mixed with a bit of fear. I held up my hand to stop him from speaking. Kurt looked at me, still enwrapped by limbs. Did I not make myself clear enough? He nodded numbly. Then get your fucking ass out. Go, 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 go. Him and his women rushed past us one after the next, scrambling. While I took a deep breath and went to sit down but thought better of it and then just stood in the middle of the room. Head in hands, rubbing my temples, I looked to John. All right. Food, shower, and then talk to that fucker. We need to know where we are, what the fuck is happening, and if there's anyone else like us here. After that, we can decide what we do next. Deal?
I don't know what that meant.
What?
I watched. Ryan stopped me before I could begin my song, and my voice died in my throat. I stood there, watching as he berated the fat man covered in fat, ugly women until the hairy bastard leaped up, his little troll like bed partners fleeing ahead of him, his fat, muck covered gut and sore ridden behind following them out. Ryan turned, watched them go with one of the meanest glares I'd ever seen on his face, and stomped out after them. I looked around the room, felt the stickiness on my back again, and shrugged, following Ryan. We made it down the stairs, and by the time we got out the door, there were 24 ugly little women with all their hands full with different pieces of clothing, food, or other offering. Kurt himself was nowhere to be seen, but that didn't seem to bother Ryan, who, without batting an eye, yanked shirt, pants, whatever else was there, some type of brown loafy thing, and then stomped over to the bushes, which just happened to be where the stream of suspect looking liquid originated from. I retrieved what was left from the ugly little women and followed after Ryan. Obviously, nothing could be worse than a back covered with fucking medieval peasant semen. So what did I have to lose? Fuck me! Ryan screamed as he disappeared on the other side of the bushes. I hesitated for a moment, thinking to myself if I should rush after him, not knowing what was there. It seemed ever since we arrived in this godforsaken place that we still didn't know where we were, although that blonde prick had called it Gaia. Was it worth going there to help him? Was it worth rushing off into the unknown again? For somebody I barely knew? For reasons I didn't understand? A movement from behind me caught my eye, and one of those ugly troll-like women came into view again. I shivered against my will and hurried off after Ryan. There was nothing for me here, and that dude was probably my only hope. I gingerly made my way when I reached the bushes and looked through and saw my friend on the ground with a sword through his gut, a dog gnawing on his leg, and Kurt laughing maniacally as he hit him over and over and over again in the side with a wooden cudgel. You think you come into my house? Whack, whack, whack. Embarrass me in front of my women. Whack, whack, whack. And I'll just do what you say, you big bastard. Whack, whack, whack. I had to admit, the sight filled me with a not so small amount of pleasure. While I didn't enjoy seeing my companion getting mauled by a dog and beat up by a fat prick, I was pretty sure he would heal. With that being said, I moved forward anyway and began singing the only thing that I'd sang before and knew would work. Fire! And a ball of flame appeared from my hand just as the rest of me started sparkling like a particularly happy fairy.
Let's I think let's edit there. That's perfect. That is perfect.
I'm tired, bro.
That's perfect. Me too. That is. Well, how are we doing for time? Was it 110 or something?
117, 118. It's not bad.
117. Perfect. That's perfect. We're there with Kurt kicking the shit out of Ryan and John, aka Sam, going to help.
I have an idea for the next week or next time.
Okay.
I think instead of going until we say switch,
Yep.
maybe while we're going, if I'm going or you going and you have a particularly good thing you want to interject,
Cool.
then like, and then
Cool.
when you're ready, like say you're speaking and you see it, then you go, okay. So that way we maybe don't have to wait as long. And then, because I was thinking a few times that I had a couple good things to add at the point.
Okay. Then you just hold up and just go.
But then I thought
Fine.
maybe it would give the added benefit of like, oh, okay, I can add that, give you a minute to think about where you're going.
Cool. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
As you see, folks, we're just on the fly, just working it. Two authors trying to make this as seamless as possible.
Two authors just trying to work it.
Just trying to work it, she said. We're trying to make this as seamless as possible. Hopefully, by this time next year, it will be all just smooth as butter. I don't even know if that's the same, but anyway. Go on.
I'm going to look in the Kick chat.
Okay, let's look
Twitch
in the
chat. And see if anybody's there. I don't think anybody's talking.
If anyone knows what those fucking balloons were, please let us know.
I feel like I wonder if it was somebody who sent it that's like in the chat. Maybe that might have been a thing.
Maybe. That was
here. Crude, disgusting, hilarious. 5 stars. Geekoid.
Thank you.
Is that one of your friends?
I believe so. I think so.
Okay, then there we go. That's probably what the
little things were.
Yeah.
Balloons were.
I think that was okay. It wasn't as good as the first week, I don't think. But I think that's because we didn't have the first week we had a like a goal. Like we're this is how we're gonna start.
Yes.
And this week we're like, let's just go.
Let's just go. So we should be filming. We should be recording again on Tuesday, 7 o'clock GMT time.
1 o'clock Eastern Standard American time.
Standard. I think going forward we'll have a rough, maybe not rough. What do you think?
What if we have an end point? Like today's goal is to get to here.
Okay, cool.
Then I think because right now we're just kind of like, well, I found this shitty city. Yeah, it was really shitty. Look at these ugly bitches. Oh, you know what else sucked? This sucked too. Yeah.
All right, cool. We'll have an endpoint. We'll either record that before or record that on the podcast. Who fucking knows? We'll have an endpoint and that'll be good. Like a goal to get to and go.
I think that's good. Do we want anything else you want to talk about?
Just promote your shit, my friend, and I'll do mine.
Well, stay tuned for the StoryForge podcast every Tuesday evening, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. I am one of your hosts, Gabriel Rathweg, author extraordinaire of such books as I Am Gamer, From Chef to Crafter to Conqueror, Warrior Academy, Tragic Kingdom, True White Soul, Earth Online, and the soon-to-be-released series Mercenary, reincarnated as a chef for the company Athon Books. Follow me on all the stuff. Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, Kick, YouTube, everything but X. Do not follow me on X. And buy some of my books. And yeah, thanks for watching.
I am your wonderful host, Dominique Mondesir. You can find all of my books on Amazon. I've got paperback, I've got Audible, I've got ebooks for your viewing, reading, and listening pleasure. You can find me on TikTok under my full name, YouTube under my full name, Instagram under my full name, Facebook under my full name. You fucking get it. Just search me and I will come up. The only place I'm not on is X or Twitter, as I used to, as it used to. Anyway, yeah, buy some of our books, subscribe, comment. Oh, and still, if anyone has a name for the podcast for the book that this will be, we will make you a character in probably this book or the next book. Doesn't matter. We'll make you a character. Make it a good name. Don't make it Dick or some fucking stupid shit. Make it a good name. Anything else from you?
Also, I think that we'll be able to, like, if you're in the chat and you have a suggestion or you're like, hey, this might be cool, whoever's not talking might be able to be like, maybe throw it in there. So that's something maybe
Cool.
to get interactiveness. Yeah, this was fun, man. I think we're just gonna get better and better, bro. Just better and better.
Better. So yeah, we should be back on Tuesday. But like we said at the start of this, if we can, we'll try and fit in as many as we can. But Tuesday is our dedicated day.
Yes.
But yeah, always check back the wherever you viewing this, YouTube, Kick, Twitch, whatever. We will try and fit in as many as we can. We're enjoying this, and the more we do, the smoother we get.
I'm going to stop the stream and stop recording. Okay. You want to hang out for a second?
Yeah, sure. See you later, fellas, ladies, and whoever else. Bye.
StoryForge. Oh. And ending.